Welcome back, everyone. We are here at the Adventurer's Guide to the Galaxy and Cryptid Kiosk is 3057. Now, we are here today to talk about the 2024 presidential election, which is going on tomorrow morning. It starts. Actually, it started a couple weeks ago with the. Sorry, trying to get my little thingy here. It's annoying me. Started a couple weeks ago with, High Desert Pioneers in the building, representing the High Desert Nevada. Now, we're over here today talking about the 2020 election. Let's go. Yes. So, we're over here. 2024 elections is tomorrow. Got a bunch of different candidates, all types of people, write ins. You got Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Jill Stein, you got Dr. Shiva, you got The Couch, you got Cornel West, Butch Ware, Jill Stein, and a whole host of other people. I pretty much view them all equally. You can vote for whoever you want, you can do whatever it is that you feel. Um, Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because everybody knows that it's going to be crazy. We already know that it's going to be silly, it's going to be stupid, it's going to be crazy. People are going to be telling you you can't do this, you can't do that. For people outside of the United States, a lot of people like to um, super. I mean, you can't really help if you're not from America. Like you'll see something in some story like, oh, the people in New York, the state went and executed this small animals at this animal shelter. It's the right wing squirrel. No, it's just some guy, whether it's a psyop or not. He had an animal shelter and animal, because of the New York, they just pretty much do random stuff whenever you have animals or you have certain types of freedoms that you have, right? The state, depending on what state you're in, red or blue, doesn't matter. They like to mess around with people, and that's one of the things they'd like to do, especially with animals and farms. If you're a farmer, you have any land or anything like that, you already know that they like to play games. Federal government, state governments, local governments, they like to play games. Even if you're in those governments, stuff can happen to them. They have like little back and forth wars between each other. So that's like a little thing for you. So again, 2024 elections tomorrow morning, November 5th, 2024. Everybody's going to start voting tomorrow, Tuesday. So people are going to start lining up and voting. And just like in 2020, there's all types of craziness going on. They have news stories, yelling and screaming, telling people, oh, you're this and you're that. And it's been going on for years now. Recently, I did a video. King Clawthorn, four big guys. Hey, what's going on? What's going on there, King Clawthorn? So, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on. There's crazy amounts of yelling and screaming. I just recently did a video of, they're trying to do this reach out program like black men. Why don't black men support this? Why don't you support that? Or hey, maybe this and that. It's very kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Deployable garbage. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. So, like I said, tomorrow's gonna be crazy. They got elections, all this stuff, and like I said, I just want to have the stream to let you know you need to be careful. No matter who you're, going for, no matter what you care about or whatever. That's not the point. The point is, I want you to take this seriously. This is a moment in American history where the government, all these different psyops, things are going to be going crazy. They've been going crazy, just like the video that I had earlier. Black men, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's like, imagine something like Asian men, how dare you this, or like, Latino women. It's just like a really weird type of thing that they do. Now, a lot of people outside of America or that are recently here within the past 100 years into America, a lot of people have grown up on the Aleister Crowley school system, and a lot of people believe what they're taught in school, but a lot of it is kind of conjecture and kind of like this is kind of happened. So they use your imagination to fill in the rest of the story, and a lot of people believe things that aren't necessarily true. For example, this guy, Dr. Shiva, blocks HC, the Ohio booty tickler. Yeah, bro, there's a lot of wild stuff going on here. I don't know what that means, but I find that very funny. Is that JD Vance, right? That's crazy, right? Uh, so again, like they have all these different types of things, all these types of psyops, crazy stuff going on, and people assume, oh, America's normal because this is just how it is. No, they have Corbin. Hi, how you doing? They have they have all these different types of groups, agencies doing psyop. I guess during Trump's presidency, he signed CISA, which is like a cybersecurity act and all this different stuff, and that was the thing that they just used recently to say, hey, we need to fortify this election to make sure that Russian bots or this or that doesn't happen. Yo, what's up, Ryan? What am I doing right now? Right now, I was just about to do this live stream. Another rocket launch just went off because I heard the rumbling and I looked up and you see all this stuff going on. I was like, oh, as soon as I pulled out my phone, it was already almost over. I go into the other room, the news is like, hey, rocket launch, pre-election rocket launch. Who knows what they're doing? Angel Reyes, play on P. Diddy. Play on P. I am 10 years old. Oh, no, man. Sign with me. Sing for years, sing for laughter, sing for tears, sing with me, just for a day, maybe tomorrow, the good Lord will take you away. Oh, there, nice little rhyme there. OBO Mag. I'm chilling, brother. It's good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you, OBO Mag. So like I said, there's all these different types of things going on, so I don't want you to, go out there tomorrow or be on TV or whatever and see all this hate, like, oh, Asian men need to do this, women need to do that. Man, this is like a type of operation of trying to gauge polls or trying to gather algorithmic, whatever. They're trying to make sure that people vote or feel the way they are. Exit polls, entry polls, flip numbers, cooked polls, numbers flip on TV, all kinds of stuff's going to be going on. And for my official prediction, I'm going to assume that it's going to look like a Donald Trump or a third party or like other down ballot issues are going to be going one way, and all of a sudden, maybe overnight, it might change. Maybe there's an article and a couple articles that came out that said we might need a couple weeks to count all these votes because there's so many of them. The computer just gets tired over a while and it just can't count all these votes. So again, that's kind of what we have going on here. So I seem intelligent. Yeah, I mean, I do my best. Like I said, I do a lot of work, but a couple articles came out, again, left or right, doesn't really matter. They all, again, same corporation. They have, differences in culture war and all those different types of things. But when it comes to, hey, like, we're going to ensure that this inflation keeps going up. We're going to print this money. Look over here, look at the shiny thing. And then a bunch of other crazy stuff happens. That's usually how it operates here in the United States of America. And I wouldn't assume anything different tomorrow. Now, again, how they generate these numbers, a couple of days ago, there was an F1 race. I believe it was in Mexico. And it was a Formula One race. And at the bottom of the race, they had randomly put up a bunch of stats, right? It was a bunch of stats for, Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, and all these other things. They had, the election, basically, they had I guess what they called it was a pre-run. This is a pre-election run. And a lot of people were a little confused, like, it hasn't even happened yet. And they showed up some percentages, and I guess they said that was an accident. It was like a test run. But again, a lot of people who know, if you know, you know, test run. You see what I mean? So, again, there's down ballot leftists. There's down ballot. What was a frog? Just scared me. Down ballot leftists, progressives. A lot of them, they over this past couple of years, they thought Joe Biden was gonna, end racism and Kamala Harris, but then I guess they realized it's just a large corporation. So a lot of these leftist, progressive groups, and a lot of these different pro-Palestine and all these socialist, communist groups, they're like having these splintering effects. You look like Wayne Gacy. Thanks. I don't even know. That's probably not a compliment. Maybe it is. I don't even know. I'm a little busy right now. My head's going crazy. So sorry. I can't can't even think about what you were saying there. But I appreciate the comment. I have to go back and read this while it's done here because I had this thought here. So again, got all this stuff going on. I'm assuming these leftists, these progressives, these other types of groups. I've been watching a lot of their stuff. They're having a lot of issues, you know what I mean? And they're going back and forth because a lot of them are very corporate, liberal, like establishment types. And there's many other types that are, that are actually like in the movement. They want to go for their communities and do like that. They're not necessarily like politically like Democrats, but they assign themselves as lefties, right? And so that's kind of the issues. A lot of people are on the left. They have this crisis like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm supporting this overseas, these wars and all these, this conflicts and all these innocent people getting hurt and stuff. And on the right wing, they're like, oh yeah, look, it's all these people's fault. Yeah, look at this. And then the right wing politicians, the conservatives, right wing politicians, they don't ever do what the base level conservatives want. So now both sides have this thing like, what are we gonna get from this? And that's kind of what you're gonna see tomorrow. Like, at 2020, I did a video a couple years ago where Fox News was like, oh yeah, we're going to do some stuff. And a lot of conservatives were like, hey, what's going on with Fox News? And they had an issue because they were, Fox News, I guess they hung out with CNN on some day. And they're like, oh, they called this state early for this and this state for that. Some things switched around. Oh, man. And a lot of the, I guess you call the MAGA Trumpers, they were a little upset. They're like, oh, I can't believe that Fox News would do this to us. Really? Just throwing it out there. Let me repeat that. The conservative MAGA crowd, the non-rhinos, Angel Reyes, big neck girl on me. These guys are going crazy in the comments, yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, you have a lot of these different types of groups that are having like this identity crisis because they assumed that, for whatever reason, they didn't have to put the rubber to the road, and now they're finding out that the corporations that they believed in aren't exactly who they say they were. For example, you have this gentleman Owen Jones. I think he's from the UK. He goes to Dearborn, Michigan, and he's talking to the Arab American Muslims and a lot of different ethnic groups. It's not just them. They live in Dearborn and Michigan and a lot of these different types of areas. He's going and interviewing these people, and they're talking about how they're super disappointed. They're very upset about all the different types of things going on. They're like, hey, I thought that they would, the U.S. government would head at least, or whatever local politician or group that they thought they were dealing with. They said we at least thought that they would have some, like, a monochrome of respect, or like at least some type of willingness or want for the optics of the actual party to be good. And a lot of those Arab American voters up in Dearborn, Michigan, and America in general, they're finding out, wow, these people really don't care about optics. They don't care about anything. As you can also see with the P. Diddy parties, with the Abercrombie and Fitch guy getting completely, found out for just the whole reason why he even made that company was to just traffic boys and models and men to hurt people. And there's a really awesome chick. She broke the story about one of these gentlemen who had something happen to them, and now it's unraveling. It's humongous. Again, a lot of people are assuming that the P. Diddy, the election, and all this stuff is connected, and the border and all these different stuff. So again, it's going to be crazy tomorrow. Expect anything you can even imagine. Anything you can imagine is going to happen tomorrow. Numbers flipping back, flipping a third, fourth, fifth time. Some crazy giant, thing will go on. Oh my God, look at this. Some riot here, something like, don't put anything past these people, because like I said, it's going crazy. Like I said, so I just don't want anybody to go out there and get hurt or just run around and say, oh, I love girls on me. That's pretty funny. I don't really know, man. I just don't want anybody to go out there and to be, thinking that you're going to win the Civil War and go fight some person with a different color shirt on, or to even think that that's normal. That's not the play here. Because remember, also, make sure there's no bug in my shoe. They have a lot of different other types of things, financial interests. They have lots of gold, silver, crypto, all that type of stuff is going on, as well as the election, as well as, Iran, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, all that stuff. And you can bet that those leaders, as I have in the thumbnail here, are going to use this time tomorrow to do all kinds of stuff, because the American government cannot, the political interests and stuff, they cannot miss the opportunity to be all in tomorrow. This is it. This is like the big day for them. And then obviously after this, they have a lot of different things they want to do. But again, this is the big day. A lot of these other, Putin, Modi in India, all these different types of people, they're going to be doing all types of stuff tomorrow. Turkey, Erdogan, they're going to be pulling a lot of moves, because America is going to be very busy with the election tomorrow. So they're going to try to pull, I guess, whatever type of moves, maybe a counterattack in some conflicts that are going on. Russia might launch more drones. Russia's probably supplying some of these dudes in sandals that I have on my community tab over there in Lebanon. And a lot more stuff is going to be going on. So like I said, watch tomorrow for the really crazy stuff. Let's see. Watch tomorrow for the really, really crazy stuff that's going to be going on. They're going to be like, the machine's going to slander black men, white men, Democrats, women. How dare you? You're not a Kamala. I'm taking your black card away. You're a evil white guy. I don't actually believe any of these things. I'm just saying these are some of the things you're going to be hearing tomorrow. And I just don't want anybody to get, really brought down. It's going to be really crazy. So whatever it is that you end up doing, whether you voted early, whether you voted by mail or whatever, I guess just keep an eye out, because that's going to be the main thing. Definitely keep an eye out. Wow, these frogs are going crazy. Definitely keep an eye out in your local area. Look out for suspicious stuff. Try not to go anywhere if you don't have to, anywhere near some political events or anything crazy. Lots of rallies tomorrow. Lots of people are going to be on TV. Lots of live streams. It's going to be wild. Again, my prediction, I'm assuming it might look like a Trump victory in some areas, or it might look like whatever. You might see some jankiness. All types of stuff is going to be going on. So I just wanted everybody to know that I am humbly here to ensure that we're going to have a safe day tomorrow as much as possible. And I would like everyone to have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know how you're doing, and have a nice day.